This is breaking news. The wrestling world has erupted into absolute mayhem, and tonight, Wrestle Scope has the full story. Because just when the WWE Universe thought things couldn't get any crazier, it happened. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, two of the most dangerous, most dominant forces in the modern era, have officially set their sights on Seth Freakin Rollins. And make no mistake, this isn't competition. This is an execution order. The chaos on SmackDown is reaching nuclear levels. Alliances are shifting, vengeance is rising, and one man's legacy may be shattered beyond repair. Hello, viewers. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates about WWE Raw. So don't you dare scroll away. Don't blink, don't move, because what's coming next is the most explosive story of the week. This is Wrestle Scope, and tonight we're diving headfirst into the coming storm, the destruction of Seth Rollins at the hands of two monsters unleashed. The breaking moment. It all started in the closing moments of last week's SmackDown. The air was thick, the tension was electric, and the crowd was buzzing as Seth Rollins made his return to the blue brand, confident, defiant, and still wearing that trademark smirk that's driven enemies insane for years. He had one message for the world. Monday Night Rollins has just become Friday Night Freakin Rollins. But before he could even finish his proclamation, before he could even get through that trademark laugh, the arena lights went dark. The screen flickered, and then chaos was unleashed. Out of nowhere, Bron Breakker hit the ramp like a runaway truck. No words, no warning, just pure destruction. The son of a legend, fueled by rage, sprinted down that aisle with the kind of fury you can feel through the screen. And right behind him, a wall of destruction, Bronson Reed. Two monsters, two destroyers, two storms colliding into one mission. They surrounded Rollins, a predator circle closing in. Rollins tried to fight back, throwing wild elbows, screaming defiance, but it didn't matter. Breakker speared Rollins so hard that the ring literally shook. Reed followed with a tsunami splash that left Rollins motionless. And as the referees, agents, and even medical staff stormed the ring, Breakker leaned over the fallen Rollins and said 7 chilling words that echoed across the entire arena. SmackDown doesn't need a messiah, it needs monsters. The camera zoomed in on his face, cold, intense, almost unrecognizable. And right there, the message was sent. The age of Rollins might be over. The era of dominance has begun. The fallout. Social media exploded. Fans were split down the middle, half in shock, half in rage. Some said Rollins deserved it, that his ego, his arrogance, and his constant need to be the face of every brand finally caught up to him. Others demanded justice, calling it a disgusting act of ambush and cowardice. But while the WWE Universe debated, one thing became crystal clear. This was not a random attack. This was a statement, a declaration of war. And who's behind it? None other than Paul Heyman. That's right, multiple sources inside the SmackDown locker room have confirmed that Heyman may have been the mastermind behind this alliance. Bron Breakker, the powerhouse who's been knocking at the door of greatness, Bronson Reed, the silent juggernaut who's been begging for dominance. Two men with different backgrounds, one shared goal, total control. Heyman saw the chaos, and he did what Heyman always does best. He weaponized it. Seth Rollins' response. Fast forward to earlier this week, Seth Rollins finally broke his silence. In a raw, emotional, furious promo, Rollins addressed the WWE Universe from a dark backstage corridor. His voice cracked, his eyes burned with fury. He said, quote, "Breakker, Reed, you want chaos? You want war? You're gonna find out real quick that I am chaos. I am war. You just woke up the wrong nightmare." But you could hear the anger in his tone. This wasn't showmanship. This wasn't Freakin Rollins. This was Seth Rollins, the man. humiliated, hunted, and hungry for revenge. And that's what makes this feud so dangerous, because Seth Rollins, when cornered, doesn't retreat, he erupts. But let's be real here, this isn't the same game anymore. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed aren't regular competitors. They are hybrid machines, perfectly engineered for destruction. And together, they're unstoppable. Sources close to SmackDown insiders have hinted that this alliance might go far beyond Rollins. There's talk of a new faction forming, one dedicated to erasing the old guard. A faction built not on loyalty, but on fear. And if that's true, if Paul Heyman really is behind this, we might be looking at the beginning of a new empire. An empire that starts with the destruction of Seth Rollins and ends with the complete takeover of SmackDown. The stakes rise. Next week's SmackDown has been advertised with one headline: Seth Rollins returns to address his attackers. But behind the scenes, there's already talk that Breakker and Reed plan to intercept, to finish what they started. Multiple WWE officials have reportedly warned that the two monsters have gone rogue. Even Triple H himself was spotted in heated discussion backstage, reportedly furious about the chaos that's been unleashed under his watch. But let's be honest, control might already be slipping away. The SmackDown roster is terrified. Locker room morale is at an all-time low. Nobody knows who's next. And Rollins? He's walking into enemy territory. No allies, no backup. Just one man against two giants and a mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows. The unthinkable, Rollins versus both monsters. Rumors are circulating that WWE officials are planning something absolutely insane for the upcoming Saturday night's main event. A handicap match, Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. If that happens, if Rollins truly steps inside that ring alone, it could be the end of everything he's built. Rollins is known for surviving chaos, from the Shield's betrayal to his countless wars with Lesnar, Edge, and Cody Rhodes. But this time, he's not facing men. He's facing forces of nature. Bron Breakker's spear isn't just a move, it's a wrecking ball. Bronson Reed's to Tsunami isn't just a finisher, it's a final judgment. The last time someone tried to face them both, they didn't walk out the same. So the question is simple: can Seth Rollins survive SmackDown? Or are we about to witness the total annihilation of one of WWE's greatest icons? The fans outrage. And this is where the story explodes beyond the ring. Because fans around the world are furious. Social media is on fire with debate. Some are calling for Rollins to get revenge. Others are demanding that WWE management step in and suspend Breakker and Reed before they cause permanent damage. Listen to some of these comments flooding the internet right now. This isn't wrestling anymore. This is an execution. Rollins doesn't deserve this treatment. Bron Breakker has officially lost it. He's a danger to everyone on that roster. Bronson Reed finally found someone who's just as unhinged as him. This is terrifying. The outrage is real, and that's exactly what makes this story so captivating, because no matter where you stand, you can't look away. The mind games of Paul Heyman. Let's not underestimate the puppet master in all this. Paul Heyman is no stranger to chaos. He thrives in it. He's built careers, destroyed legacies, and manipulated the biggest names in the industry. Now, after years of aligning himself with powerhouses like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, Heyman seems to have found his next evolution, a new beast in Breakker and a mountain in Reed. But what's his endgame? Control? Revenge? Or something deeper? Sources suggest that Heyman's ultimate goal is to dismantle the idea of heroes entirely, to prove that in this era of wrestling, charisma and fan chants don't win battles. Violence does. And if that's true, then Seth Rollins isn't just a target. He's a symbol, a warning, a sacrifice for Heyman's new order. The build to the showdown. As the days tick down to SmackDown, tensions couldn't be higher. Security has been doubled, medical staff are on standby, and Seth Rollins, for the first time in years, looks genuinely uneasy. He's walking into a battlefield where logic doesn't exist, Only chaos, brutality, and dominance. And the fans? They're ready. Every seat sold, every eye locked on the screen. Because this isn't just another match. This is a collision course. The unstoppable versus the unbreakable. Two monsters versus one madman. And when that bell rings, careers will change forever. The warning to the WWE Universe. Here's the truth. SmackDown as we know it might not survive this war. If Breakker and Reed succeed, if they destroy Seth Rollins, it'll send a message to every locker room across WWE. No one is safe. Champions, veterans, fan favorites, they're all prey now. And when chaos becomes the new law, who's left to stand against it? Roman Reigns? Gone. Cody Rhodes? Busy on Raw. LA Knight?